of the skills that I realized that kids develop quite early enough. I am not talking about my son alone. Now, if I am saying kids, I am also talking from the point of view of working with kids. I said, except we be like children, we cannot understand the things of the kingdom. Okay, so very early on in life, they learn problem solving skills. And that is why it is being advised that you don't put them in front of a screen all day long, such that they just shut down their brain and they're just taking everything from the TV. They need that time to make use of their brain. You have no idea what they can do when you allow them to do it. You know, constantly my son is trying to fix something, even when he doesn't necessarily need fixing. He's trying to do and undo something. Like, okay, I can open the cap of this bottle and close it. Let's say, for instance, he's trying to get to you, and there's probably, he does this a lot, like our center table is movable. Sometimes we could draw it near to put something on it, and he wants to come to you, but the center table is probably right in front of you. It will push the table away to get to you, because he knows that that table is standing in between you and him, and his brain naturally tells him that he has to move that obstacle, he has to move that table away for him to get to you, for him to get what he wants. And that struck me as a problem solving ability. Like, this is a problem, he doesn't even cry for you to solve it for him. He doesn't cry for you to, he tries to solve it. And the only things that he cannot solve himself, does he try to, like, involve you in. Like, he would start crying and say, and let you know that I'm trying to do this thing and it's not working. So now, what can we take from that as sons of God? One of the ways you would find your purpose in God is problem solving ability. When you can spot a problem and you have the heart to resolve it. That is how a lot of people find their callings. When there's just something that gives you burden, there's that problem that you look at that gives you a burden. Say you work with children, or you work with youth, you work with married. There are people that they just want to heal people. There's a reason for it. As much as we all have the grace in God to be able to heal, there are some people that it is a unique ministry to them. They are not just every other things. That is very unique to them. There's a specific burden they carry towards healing people. So as a son of God, maybe you're trying to discover your purpose, you're trying to know, this is how children discover life. So if we can actually take a leap from kids and start to consciously open our minds up to bearing the right burdens, looking around you and seeing those things that you feel is out of place, praying about it, that God will give you the strategy to know how to resolve things. Now, of course, there are times that we try to solve things ourselves, which again is the other part of, being a child. He tries to solve things by himself, and then when he cannot solve it is when it comes to you. Now, in relating with God, you don't try to solve things by yourself. Rather, you lean on him to solve things. So we can take the positive part of being a child, that you realize there's a problem and you have a heart to solve it. However, you learn to lean on God to solve your problems. I trust this has blessed someone today, and I trust that from now henceforth you'll be more conscious of what is going on in your environment, and that you'll be able to catch on the burdens that God wants to put on your heart, and how you can be able to solve the problems. how you can be an instrument of change to solve problems. Catch you again on my next episode. Shalom.